My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is December 7th, 2025. It is 2:48 a.m. So, I just put a list together, and I was hoping not to be talking about Meghan's father, but there's a lot of discussion regarding that. So, we're gonna cover those tweets that I came across. But before I go on Twitter, there's something I wanna go over first. Just keep in mind, as we move forward, Harry has a lawsuit going on with Rupert Murdoch, okay? So before I started recording, I went on Google to share this with you, and I asked Google, when is Prince Harry's next court case against British media? And the answer is, Prince Harry's next major court battle against British media is his phone hacking lawsuit against the publisher of the Daily Mail, Associated Newspapers, with a full trial currently slated for early 2026. Keep that in mind. These people, they know they're gonna lose, but at the same time, they want to make money off of the topic, the issue, and they want to somehow keep a straight face as if their alleged unethical behavior was okay. They're trying everything that they can, and pretty much is their blueprint. Whatever they have done in the past, they're trying it with the Sussexes. Okay? You could pause your screen and read this. So I wanted to go over this first. Let you know there's a court case that's coming up next year. Probably in a couple of weeks. Because we are, December 7th. The month is almost over, which will be the end of this year. Okay? So keep that in mind. Now, let's go on X, my first tweet. Alright, so let's pause this. I actually had this in one of the lists that I had yesterday, but for some reason I didn't want to go over it. But before I delete that particular list, because there were a lot of tweets regarding Meghan's father, and I was like, I have enough. I don't want to talk about it. And before I deleted it, I went over all of the tweets that I had on the list, and the ones that I feel like it's just repetitive, I deleted them, and I kept that one. All right, so. Okay, now that her spokesperson has confirmed it, I believe it. Meaning about Meghan responding to her father's situation. Now let's see if anything that was said is leaked to the Daily Fail. All right, she retweeted that, and there's only one response here. I'm still shocked that it's breaking news. I mean, who the F is Thomas Markle? All right, so this is the retweet from Sky News. Breaking, the Duchess of Sussex has reached out to her estranged father following reports of his leg amputation after a surgery in the Philippines. Her spokesperson has confirmed. All right, so let's listen. Is there more? Breaking news, Duchess of Sussex estranged father, amputee December 5th. Is that the same thing? All right, but anyway, 35 seconds. Let's listen.
I just want to bring you a line of breaking news coming into us now, and that is that the Duchess of Sussex has reached out to her estranged father, Thomas Markle, after reports that he had his leg amputated following surgery in the Philippines. This is coming via her spokesperson. So just to reiterate that breaking news, the Duchess of Sussex has reached out to her estranged father, Thomas Markle, after reports he had his leg amputated following surgery in the Philippines. We'll, of course, keep you updated on that story should more information come into us.
All right, so the breaking news is Meghan responded to her father's situation. Okay, good. Now, the British media have nothing to bash her with, but imagine if Charles wrote Meghan a letter and she published it. The outrage would be incredible. Years ago, Meghan wrote her dad a private letter and he published it. That man is no good. Let me put it bigger. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna read what's there because I have a lot of tweets to share with you. This is such a non-story. Yeah, it is a private matter. Okay, it could mean anything. She could have had her assistant call around to family to find out what's going on and calls it reaching out. Well, the main thing is she could have easily ignored, knowing what I know. Okay, I'm not her. I have no sentimental feeling about her father's situation. But remember, this is her father. After all the backstabbing the father did to her,
photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who's with American Media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. I was just part of it, basically.
The royals on me.
I guess she wants to keep a clear conscience. The conscience is, I'm telling you, you don't want that to come and bite you in the butt, despite what the father has done to her. She probably wants to keep a clear conscience and ask somebody, her assistant, to contact to see if the father's okay. And if the father's okay, that's fine. And she moves on. She could have easily ignored, but she didn't. Okay? That's her duty as she pleases to do it. All right, let's see here. Unless she sincerely apologized to him too. What Meghan has, like I was just saying, Meghan has absolutely no obligation to do a damn thing because of the betrayal of the father. I have a video about the Oprah interview. It's further down, where she addressed what the father did to her leading up to the wedding. Maybe I should put it there. Let me pause for a second and look for it. I have it on the list. As a matter of fact, I have it right after this one. Okay, this is this one. All right. Alright, so there's this. The Oprah interview. Wait, I have this next. Okay, so let's go back. I should block this person. PR stunt. No one believed this. Okay, people can do whatever, but she didn't have to do a damn thing. Alright, so this is the next tweet. That's the Oprah interview, where she addressed the father teaming up with the tabloid. Okay, the last time there was a bullying campaign sentenced to force Meghan to fly into the Wolf's Lair, it was Willie, Knuff, Bad Dad, and the tabloid minions trying to stop her marriage to Prince Harry. I'm convinced something wonderful is coming up for Harry and Meghan, and they're scrambling to sabotage it. That's the lawsuit that I was just talking about. You know what? Let me do this since I have it here. Okay, this is why I wanted to highlight this at the beginning of the video. Let's underline as well the date. Copy it. Okay, so there's that here. Let's listen to the video. It's 1 minute and 36 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
Did it feel like betrayal when you found out your father was working with the tabloids?
I'm just trying to decide if I'm comfortable even talking about that. It was, if we're going to use the word betrayal, it's because when I asked him, when we were told by the comms team this is a story that was going to be coming out, which, by the way, the tabloids had apparently known for a month or so and decided to hold until the Sunday before our wedding because they wanted to create drama, which is also a really key point in all this. They don't report the news, they create the news. we called my dad and I asked him, and he said, no, absolutely not. And I said, you know, the institution has never intervened for anything for us, but they can try to go in and kill this story. But if they do this once, we're not going to be able to use that same leverage to protect our own kids one day.
He said, no, absolutely not. He hadn't been talking to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he basically lied to you.
Well, and so when I said we won't be able to protect our own kids one day, and I said, so I just need you to tell me, and if you tell me the truth, we can help. And he wasn't able to do that. And that for me has really resonated, especially now as a mother.
Okay? So, in a way, sometimes when you look at things, you have to thank God, in a way, to, how will I explain this? First of all, I'm not happy that Harry and Meghan or anybody to go through the unnecessary pain that they are going through. All of these are manufactured by the other side who's trying to inflict pain onto them because things is going well for them. Okay? I don't wish any of those pains on anybody, including Harry and Meghan. But I see it the same way that I saw when Harry went to the UK by himself. I don't remember what it was, if it was Prince Philip's funeral or something. He went by himself. Meghan was not with him, and I think Archie had already born. Lilibet was, well, maybe Lilibet was born, but we weren't aware of her. They didn't make it public. Where Harry went to an engagement, he had police escort, but they left him. They didn't pick him up or escort him back. Okay? And the tabloid were running after him. I don't remember what it was, but it's a situation that had happened. And I said, you know what? I'm glad Harry was by himself when that happened. At least he has an experience to know what to do. You know, if his wife was with him, his child was with him. So he had only himself to think about for safety. And I was like, I see it in that sense. I'm glad he was by himself when that happened. That will teach him how dangerous it is if he brings his family. And I think he learned from that. And I saw it as a positive thing because Harry is very athletic and he was by himself when that happened. Now, come to the Oprah thing here. I'm also glad that it happened to her where she literally spoke to the father and asked him point blank, and the father lied. So that is a example for her in the future not to trust the father again. Meghan doesn't owe the father a damn thing at all after that huge betrayal. So moving forward, the tabloid, they only know one blueprint and they keep on using it. It's like child, they caught their hand in the cookie jar and they're giving stupid excuses that you could easily debunk the moment they start opening their mouth. Everybody saw it. Many Sussex squad saw it. That video one of the squaddies put, I shared in past videos, where he said it's a trap and things like that. Even me, 2020, before any of these came out, it has been done before. The moment that I saw, I don't think, when I did that video, I don't even think the Oprah interview came yet. Let me pause for a second and go pull out that video to see when it was, what date I have it. What date I published it. Okay, so there it is here. I typed it on my account. It has been done before. I published it August 17, 2020. So when was the Oprah interview? Okay, March 2021. Okay? All right. So the Oprah interview aired on Sunday, March 2021. And I recognized the issue that was going on August 17, 2020. Okay? The moment that it just clicked and I was like, oh my God, the brother is the backstabber. And it was so clear to me. So I was like, how could I put it in a video? It was like somewhat of a warning to, I mean, Harry and Meghan were living it, but I don't know. I felt like I needed to do that video. And I find a way to put it without saying anything because I had no proof. I had no proof. Okay, so anyway, now we know the father. I mean, we've been on. The father is helping the tabloid, and it's very sad. It's very, very sad. Okay, I posted this and I shared it with you when I put it. Or it's the Paul Dacker and the Daily Mail ratcheting up because of the lawsuit in January. I think so. It won't save them. They're going down. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Paul Dacker, I think there's a video. Just look on the screen. I think it's the guy where he said something about Charles is his brother. Just look at the screen. I think that's this guy. I don't remember. All right, let me read some more and then move on. Whatever's on the screen. Okay. Right here. It won't save them. They're going down. It's definitely a weird play. Let's try get Meghan to fly to foreign countries so that we can ambush her. Yeah, that's pretty much that. The same thing they did to Princess Diana. It's the same blueprint.
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against her?
Yes, I did. Absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife to the Prince of Wales. I was a problem. Full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we pack her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
Yep, and using him to endanger her. But as Meghan said, when she thought they had her best interest in mind, she, not her exact word, but she trusted them. Now Meghan is aware of the dangerous game these people play. As Harry said, they won't stop until they hurt. May she be protected. Why do you think the squad are throwing prayers left and right? I haven't come across some of them lately, but at the beginning, the squad saw it. Especially those who knows the Bible from inside out. They used to put many verses, and I used to share some of them on my videos. And lately, I just Google prayers. But anyway, let's get back to this. Yes, I remember her saying that, and now they have their children to protect too, so I trust them to deal with this very cautiously. Seems like the sabotage is already working. No one is talking about with Love Meghan again. We are. Some of us are. I watched it last night. Okay, I'm probably gonna watch it again because I fell asleep. Well, at least it was playing. Okay, on the good side, it's still storming the top 10 charts, so people are still watching. Okay, like I said, I watched it last night. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. I'm probably gonna have part 1 and part 2 because I'm on my 3rd tweet and I'm already 19 minutes and there's so much more. All right, next tweet. 2 very bad dads, King Charles and Thomas Markle. There's not much difference between them except class, money, and power. Both have failed to be loving and protective fathers to Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Both have chosen the media over their children. Charles, since he was young, they train him to, they talk him into being, the media is the greatest thing that could ever keep him in the throne. But Meghan's father, on the other hand, he should have known better. All right. Both have allowed the media to rip their children apart and have actually given reporters material to do so. Both had raised the security risk against their children, and Charles in particular has sought to pull security from them. Yeah. All right, they are indeed disgraceful fathers who do not deserve their children love and have not earned this either. All right, let's see here. She retweeted that. Charles caught Harry and Meghan's security when they needed the most. It's like that thing that Princess Diana said with the voice coach. There's the pull and there's the push. All right, it's like Meghan's father was pushing the Sussexes into the lion den, and then Charles was pushing the lion to go get after the Sussexes. Yeah, it's very sad, and so many level. Oh my God. It's like these people, their mind, I don't want to sound too racist, but it's like some white people, their skin have removed the humanity out of them. Because when you look at majority of darker skinned people, there is that empathy within them. As the skin is, the melanin is removed from their skin, their empathy is like vanish. This is the first time I'm saying this.
Yo, son, you see this? So a Palestinian man breaks down that he was taught as a youngster to always trust black people. It's kind of weird to hear that, right? You know what I'm saying? But a Palestinian man, he's going to tell you why his mother broke it down for him, that if he was ever in trouble or ever in need, go to a black person for this.
My mother told me and my siblings when we were young kids. I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal, my older brother going off to the big boy school. And my mum sat us down. She said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a black woman. And my mum said this. My mum was raised in this country from the age of 6, the UK. She said, look for a black woman. She said, anywhere in the world, a black woman will help you. She was never wrong. But like, it's incredible that my mother said that. And I don't know what my mum went through. But I remember seeing photos of my mum in school when she was in high school and stuff. And like, she had loads of black friends and stuff, and they're all black women. So she obviously felt some protection. And growing up for me, I noticed in my school, it was a very predominantly white school. The black teachers looked out for me. I had a black Jamaican teacher called Mrs. Forrester. She looked out for me. But even outside of school, when I started growing out my hair, it was a black woman that taught me how to look after my curls, what products to use. I am trying to make a point here, and it's that black women get treated the worst, by the medical field, by the education field, by the police, by everything. Yet they're the ones that give the most love. We don't give credit where credit is due. We really don't. And thank you to especially thank you to the Jamaican community, because there was this Jamaican woman who helped my grandmother. And that's a different story. And just black women.
You mean to tell me not only did the Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan support Wigs R Us, but the Somalians in Minneapolis, Minnesota supported Wigs R Us. And now he is saying that y'all have stolen billions from the fucking United States and from American citizens, and that the mayor of Minneapolis should be disappointed and should not be happy with having y'all in their fucking city. And now they've removed the protections for y'all so y'all could be deported. Even though we know a lot of y'all are U.S. citizens, the fact that he said he's removing protections from y'all so y'all can go ahead and see ice, baby, boom, doom, doom. When y'all gonna start listening to black folks? That's my fucking question. Because I know y'all come to this fucking country and y'all are told that black people are the most laziest people in the fucking world. Even though y'all don't do no fucking studying, y'all have no idea who the fuck we really are. Why the fuck would y'all come to a country and listen to white folks and not listen to people who actually look like you? I'll wait. Because we told y'all, dumbasses. We told y'all. I'm telling you, I'm going to say this again. Anytime a white person tries to come between people of color, there's always an agenda. And for the Somalian people in Minneapolis, Minnesota, you about to find out that fucking agenda, okay? You are about to be the next. Come on down. It is time for you to get your ride on the ICE train. This shit has got to be studied. Like, honestly, I feel like they don't learn no fucking history when they get here. You forget you look like me. We could be twinning them. They don't like y'all either, but they damn sure will take your vote so they can deport your ass next time.
I don't know, this may sound racist or whatever, but the kind of barbaric behavior that I'm seeing coming out of white people, it's unbelievable. It's inhumane. They go to Africa, majority of them, okay? Keep that in mind. Not all of them are on the same boat. But it's usually carried out by those white people. They go over there to just kill those wild animals. But yet the people who live with them find a way to coexist. That's a different branch of things, but it's just an example of the barbaric mindset these people have. When you look at the devastation, besides natural disasters, okay, that's Mother Nature's doing its own thing, but besides that, every other disasters that happen is due to them. White people, they want to, oh my God, it's unbelievable. Some of you might come after me for this, but the proof is there. The proof is there. When you look at things. Okay. Charles caught Harry and Meghan's security when they needed the most, when they were getting targeted by white supremacists, and Thomas accepted money to lie about his daughter and feed her to effing sick people. Harry and Meghan have the worst fathers. Okay, P.S. All these issues and the common denominator is Harry. Oh, this is what I wrote. And then let me black. The common denominator is the monarchy and being surrounded by jealous and cruel people. Let's oh, this is what I wrote. H, or should I say, is that you, King Charles III, or William and Kate? You fall in the same barbaric mindset as the two fathers. May God help your soul. All right, let's black this. All right, let's leave this alone. I think there's more comment, but it's people saying that thing. All right, maybe I'll read these. Whatever's on the screen. But whatever's on the screen, bottom up. I'm so freaking tired of the Sussex sugar, Harry and Meghan, but this. I wasn't gonna, but it came to mind. So that's my response. Okay? No, you're not. If you were sick of the Sussex squad pushing back, you will have scroll and ignore. Oh, the E. Oh, lowercase. Alright, yet here you are. Black. Alright, what else do I have to say here? Harry's kids will be written in Mommy Dearest book at some point. I don't know. I feel like responding tonight. I was like, okay, so what? Oh, Lord, Black. People need to know the truth, because if we leave it up to the media to write the story for them, you know they're going to write their BS. Thomas claimed that Meghan's children don't exist. Okay, let me just leave this alone, okay? Like I said, I have more. Now I don't feel like responding anymore. All right, next tweet. Okay, Kincho, too very bad dad. Okay, I'm going to make sure I didn't skip anything. UK media. All right, so this is a screenshot. Thomas Markle is 81 and is very ill. Normally, Meghan would be with him, but there is a bitter breach between them. How she reached out will undoubtedly influence the way her relentlessly positive message of love and healing are viewed in future. Richard Fitz, what the hell? Why? Okay, after I finish this, I need to black him. Why the hell did this come in my thing? Alright, so there's me here responding. Let me drop this here. I think it fits perfectly here as well. Alright, so that's one from a tweet that was talking about the situation. What about the half-brother? He knows exactly where the father is. He's an adult. He can take care of business. Because this is the narrative that they were going. I think Carl Malone was saying something similar to that. Okay? Because Meghan, what is it, Carl Malone, her name, that says something about Miss Doria, that Meghan should go and take care of her father and all that. So this is the narrative that they were going out. Okay? That was the campaign. That was the setup. Oh my God, these people are freaking evil. They are, and they're playing it right in front of us. Right in front of us. That's the same talking point Carl Malone said in that video. Oh my God, now I have to, I'm not going to put it. You could go and past videos that I have it. Okay, so that was me who put it here. Who put this here. Meghan Markle's half-brother, Thomas Markle Jr., has been seen in the Philippines with an unidentified woman in recent months. All right. So you could pause and read this, like in May 2025 of this year. So the half-brother knows. He travels to the Philippines often, so why can't he do it? Although we know it's a lie. Have Samantha Markle landed in the Philippines yet? I'm sure she's the oldest child. No, not sure why. All responsibility should be placed on the youngest child after the level of abuse that has been thrown at her from all three of them. In fact, the three are like you, royal reporters. They all make a living off Meghan's name. The more abuse, the more money they generate. All right. Let's pause this. Oh, look. It's a Fitz mother fraud. He was one of the royal vats who did the YouTube interview before the Oprah interview aired.
We're going to be doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
We ain't forgotten how you took money to talk about an interview you didn't even see and was outed. Your opinion on whether Harry's wife should go see her ungrateful dad is irrelevant. He's practically living with a Daily Fail reporter. Can all of you tell Thomas Markle to stop, stay ill, and find ways to fix himself and get himself a real job? That's the word here. Okay, you're pushing 90. Is that not time to retire yet? All right, let's go. I skipped some wording here. I didn't want to say them. Next tweet. What I find comical is the fact that they brought out the sperm donor to try to take attention away from Meghan's Christmas special, but it ended up overshadowing their Princess Carol. Talk about killing two birds with one stone. Some squaddies were talking about it. Okay, so true. Meanwhile, Top 10 on Netflix sold out chocolate and got us driving all over the cities looking for magazine covers. No wisdom, understanding, or counsel can avail against the Lord. Yeah, like I was saying, it's doing well. All right. I don't talk about the with Love Meghan that much on this channel, but if you go on PYTE, my other channel, I spoke about it. All right. LOL. Exactly. I wonder how the Sussex squad don't understand that. That is one fact readable at every major big event of the Sussex that always have to seek to put salt, but that will only fail into fog. Many should expect that. I mean, some of the squad know. I think I'm gonna stop this video after this one. Okay, and I will continue on the next video because I'm 31 minutes here. Okay. This is the last one for this video, okay? Caroline Graham, senior writer for the Daily Mail, who lives with Thomas Markle, didn't notice that his foot was turning blue while she was giving him baths. What? Did they say that? What? Okay, I don't know anything about that. Let's say allegedly, okay? There were things that were said online about her living with Thomas Markle, but giving him a bath? Okay, allegedly. Carol Graham and Thomas Markle Jr., who claim he was taking care of dad, wasn't taking him to his medical appointment. All right. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? An 81-year-old man who is severely obese, had 2 heart attacks and a stroke allegedly, should be having regular medical appointments. Caroline Graham and Thomas Markle Jr., I have questions. Why will you move an 81-year-old man that had 2 heart attacks, a stroke allegedly, from Mexico to the Philippines? Thomas Markle always bragged he was getting $5,000 a month from his pension, and we all know he was making money trashing his child, so living in Mexico was not a financial hardship. Caroline Graham and his son left him with a black artery so long his leg turned black. Oh my God, so many questions. The squad, the way they turn things. Whatever's on the screen here. You can lose a leg fairly quickly. Okay, and yeah, I was just saying he may not have displayed any outward symptoms for weeks. Really? Okay, I see. The wish is responding. How about numbness, pain, unable to walk on that foot? It depends. If somebody is fairly sedentary, they might always feel pain when they walk. An underlying condition like neuropathy will cause numbness, so he might not have felt the pain in the same way we think of pain. More like pressure. Gotcha. Pretty drastic though, that you go into a hospital and end up getting your leg amputated on the same day to save your life from a blood clot. Right? Oh yes, I'm a medical social worker. I've seen so many seemingly healthy people's lives change in a moment, and my own. My boyfriend went hiking, had leg pain, clot, went to the hospital, diagnosed pancreatic cancer. He died 2.5 months later. Well, they just didn't catch the cancer quickly, so I don't know. I'm not a medical person to talk about this. This story already has like 5 different versions, and the actors involved are claiming different order of events. What's new? Haven't we been here before? Make it make sense. All right, so that's that with this video. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna continue recording. So we're gonna do the next tweet will be this. We're gonna start with that. I'm literally gonna record it right now, right after this. Okay, we're gonna start with Miss Doria. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.